I want to take you back to 1998. Picture this. It was before Y2K, Facebook, Twitter, texting. Accelerators moved cars and incubators protected babies. I signed for 2,000 square foot of office space. I signed a lease. I bought medical equipment and computers. It was a big, big deal. I was on top of the world. I was so excited about the future of my business. So, to start my business as a registered nurse, I needed a doctor. I met a really nice doctor. In order to save money, and as you know, startups are expensive, he offered his garage refrigerator for our staff kitchen. I was thinking, that's great. Now we don't have to buy a refrigerator. We'll be ready. So my husband, myself, and my brother went to his house. I met his wife and 7 children for the very first time. Come Monday morning, 5:30, who's up at their office in their home? I had a home office at the time. Sitting at my desk, 5:30 in the morning, and the phone rang. It was him. Yep, it was him. He was surprised that I answered the phone. He was telling me the deal was off. And everything fell apart. We were opening in 1 week. And that day I learned something very important. Meet the wife first. Because she has the power to shut the deal down when she doesn't agree. Especially agree with a woman who's getting ready to do business with her husband. In 1995, phase 1 of my business looked like this. I learned about a problem that a local contractor had. He was an electrical contractor, and he was just awarded a federal contract. He had onboarded 300 employees for this contract. It was huge. But one of the components of the contract required this contractor to do drug testing for 300 of his employees. On average, it takes 4 hours for somebody to go to a medical clinic, get services, and go back. It only took them 15 minutes. Wow. See? So that worked out so good. And then I finally found another doctor who joined me, and he was an employee. And I'm so glad I didn't have a partner. On your path to growth, people will give you all kinds of advice, and they feel it's in your best interest. You're going to hear from your neighbors, you're going to hear from your family, you're going to hear from a lot of people. But the only people you should be listening to are your customers and your intuition. Stay focused. If you don't hear anything else today, stay focused. There are going to be people that are going to entice you to get quick money, but it's going to take your eye off the prize. Okay, so stay focused. These days we have established relationships, but it was very different when I was a new kid on the block. I really had to sell myself. I really had to be out there. And I think the best way to sell, don't hide behind brochures, don't hide behind indirect methods. Sell face-to-face. People are buying because of you. They're creating those relationships because of who you are. Sometimes, though, your direction changes swiftly, very swiftly. I fully intended to stay in my location in Greenbrier, but the property management agency who I leased the space from, my very first office, had other plans for me. What had happened was my space flooded 6 times in 4 years. They wouldn't fix it. They told me to get out of the facility, and I had to find a new facility in 30 days. I started looking for space, and I ended up in South Norfolk in this industrial area right by all of my industrial clients. Then things started becoming very lucrative for me. So glad I flooded. Right? You got to think of it that way. You just do. It was a game changer for me in the growth of my company, and I probably would have never left Greenbrier if I hadn't had that issue. Yeah. So sometimes we just got to listen. Just got to listen. Even though I stand here alone, I didn't do this by myself. I believe in investing in people. And my team at work, they are amazing people. They are just amazing people. In order for my clients to have the best customer service experience, I must hire the best and make hiring for attitude my most important behavior. You can teach people how to do anything, but you cannot teach them attitude. You cannot teach them attitude. 4 years into my business, so it was from 95 to 99, I worked in the hospital at night and developed my business during the day. Every penny that I made went right back into my business. I did not take a paycheck for 48 months, okay? That's what you call bootstrapping. You do it as you go. You grow small and grow into it. My mother, who's a very conservative German woman, 86 years old and still with us, she experienced the devastation of World War II, and she taught me how to save and sacrifice at a very early age. So she would say, work hard now. Work hard now. Reap the benefits later. And I'm glad that I listened to her, and I've always taken that to heart. Do whatever you have to do now, because when you get old like me, you're going to get tired. So hustle, get it, go after it. Don't take no for an answer. So let's all work together. Let's support one another, because we're all going to prosper together and grow together. Thank you very much. Good.